And welcome back to Who Would Win. And today's Who Would Win comes to us from, I got the first part of the name right. Our last part, and guest. Or is it guy? No, it's guest. Proti guest? Um, well, they suggested Sharktopus versus Piranhaconda. And I'm like, okay, it's the first who would win after I do the week of who would wins. Is always one that I want an easy one to do. I want one that's not going to take a lot. It's not going to take a lot of effort to go through. Just a nice one to ease me back into it. And this one seems like that. It's just a big monster fight. The question is, which monster wins in the fight? Sharktopus is rough. I don't have an actual length per se on Sharktopus or size, but Sharktopus seems to be somewhere in the neighborhood of around 30 feet or so. It's got the body of basically a great white with spiked protrusions coming out and the tentacles of an octopus. Now, I can't remember the origin per se of Sharktopus, whether he's a mutation, experiment gone wrong, just evolution. I doubt that was the case. Or an ancient creature. Actually, technically speaking, he would be considered the Luska, wouldn't he? This is supposedly an octopus with a shark's head. That he'd be the Luska. That's exactly what he would be. He actually is a. Now that I think about that, I don't know if it's ever brought up, but he is actually Sharktopus is in fact a cryptid of some kind. But because he's got all the powerful he's got the powerful bite force of a great white shark, the grip strength of an octopus, and I would imagine, if he is in the context of the movie, a experiment of some kind, he would have the intelligence of an octopus as well, which are very intelligent creatures. So I would imagine that might play a factor in the fight. Piranhaconda, I do know Piranhaconda was basically just a scientific experiment. Now, Piranhaconda's size is never truly stayed, like lengthwise. I don't think it was ever truly stayed. It's well beyond the parameters of a normal anaconda. It's somewhere probably in the 30 or 40 foot range. But it's primarily like vicious biting. It's known to be extremely aggressive, pretty quick, fast swimmer, and crushing both bite force, razor sharp teeth, and crushing coils. So a fight between these two, it's like any giant monster movie. They somehow meet and end up fighting. So I mean, Piranhaconda actually would probably be the aggressor in it because it's just highly aggressive. Probably even more so than the Sharktopus, and comes in and starts to go for biting and taking chunks out of the Sharktopus. Sharktopus is able to basically keep it at bay with its tentacles, take bites out of it, and basically Piranhaconda is going to start coiling around the Sharktopus to try to squeeze it and bite it to death. So the question is, does Piranhaconda move fast enough to crush Sharktopus? Or does Sharktopus get out of there? Well, unfortunately, I think Sharktopus gets out of there. And the reason I say this is because he also has spikes on his sides, plus tentacles that would be enough to maybe try to get loose in the grip. But the spikes would be a problem for Piranhaconda in the sense that even if he gets a coil and starts biting on it, he's not going to get enough damage in it because Sharktopus is durable enough to probably take some bites. He's gonna basically just start coiling into spikes, and that's gonna cause him to retract, which causes the Sharktopus to basically take a giant chunk out of the snake. And given the mouth size, if you actually compare him, given the mouth size of Sharktopus, if he just gets a full-on bite like that, he's either going to bite straight through Piranhaconda, or he's gonna bite nearly straight through Piranhaconda. If let's say my arm's Piranhaconda, if he doesn't do that, he's gonna do like that. So there's not gonna be much of Piranhaconda left, right? He's gonna be kind of just hanging on there. So and then he's just gonna bleed out, and there's not gonna be a lot there. So I have to go with Sharktopus. Sharktopus is also probably the smarter individual, if by a small margin. And now, is there a way that Piranhaconda wins? Sure. I actually imagine that on land, from what we can tell in the movies, Piranhaconda is probably the faster of two. And in water, Piranhaconda is definitely the fast. Despite what you may think, Piranhaconda, the way that the Sharktopus is biologically designed doesn't make him as fast as, say, a shark would be. In fact, octopus are great for that short, just a whoop, whoop. Good for those short little bursts. but they're not very fast in terms of pure traveling speed or like, charging speed. Shark is far better at that. But because they got the back end of an octopus, it's actually the slower swimmer of the two. A snake is actually a very fast. If you've seen some snakes swim, they're actually very fast swimmers. Now they're not like shark speed, but when you factor the immense muscle strength of a snake that size, or a snake-like body of that size, then you're gonna get a much faster snake who can just come in, ram, bite, just take a chunk, go, and then keep doing that, or come in, bite, take a chunk, coil, bite again, and then basically just bleed out Sharktopus. But I imagine that the fight will mostly take place on land. So in that regard, I'm going to go with Sharktopus 70% of the time. I'm going to go 70% of the time Sharktopus. But well, I know if you think different. If you do, that's cool. It's Sharktopus versus Piranhaconda. Why would anyone really say, you're wrong, the Sharktopus and Piranhaconda fandom community says this thing. Okay, so I'm wrong. Whatever. That's the thing. Just to say something. I'm not going to say who it was, but someone in the video a little while ago who went just like, stop putting misinformation. I'm sorry? What? I'm like, I'm stating information that I know. Now, if the information I know is wrong, then I apologize. But unfortunately, anyone doing any video ever is basically stating their opinion, basically. So unless they're reading legitimate facts, they are stating their opinion, which is what I was doing in that fight. Now, whoever it was may have said, your information on the character is wrong. I'm going by the information that I know. Now, if the information I know is wrong, that's a different argument entirely. But it's all just opinion, folks. Come on. Whatever. I just find that fun. I didn't bother commenting to that person because I don't comment very often on my videos. If someone's asking me a direct question, that's one thing, and like wants my opinion briefly on something, that's another thing entirely. But unless it's something like that, I don't talk to trolls. I don't talk to hecklers or anything like that. I leave that for the comment section. We like either agree or disagree with that person. But I digress. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back on Wednesday with another Who Would Win. I don't know if I'll do a magic video. I haven't had the urge to do a magic video lately. Actually, I probably will have a review for I Feel Pretty tomorrow. And Life at the Party is later this week as well. Plus the usual. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you folks